Welcome back to Memorial Gymnasium. And this second game of our two-game series. It's time for the men, the Hawks, the number, 3 ranked team in the country. And PA announcer will be saying the starting lineups in a few minutes. And Eric, tell us about these two squads.
Well, I think the thing that's important, Henry Ford comes in. I mean, that record is every week we look at it, we look at it, it's growing, 18 in a row. Now, some folks say they have conventional wisdom. The game is good going into the tournament. Not Henry Ford. Coach Shepard says, hey, we're going to win 20 in a row. We got to make it 21. If we're going to win 21 in a row, we're going to make it 22 because they have a goal to win the what? NJCAA Division II National Championship. That's what they're here for. So if the winning streak gets to be 27, that means you won a national championship. And it starts today. It continues if they can continue this thing. But look at Mott. Mott's 20-7 coming into this game. Any other conference, they might be right there in the running. But they're playing against Henry Ford, and the toughest thing to do if you're playing against Henry Ford is playing 40 minutes. That's it. We have not yet seen anyone match Henry Ford for 40 minutes. Now they can tip it off because I just gave you everything you need to know about this entire season. This is the season finale. It's an important game for Henry Ford because they want to continue to be on a winning note. It's an important game for Mott for the seeding for the district tournament. If they can get up to second place there, hey, they get a different seed, and they don't have to really worry about situations like not being in come the weekend of December 11th and 12th. Henry Ford doesn't have to worry. They're good to go. They played everybody, anytime, any place, anywhere.
And Henry Ford will have that home court advantage also.
They're going, no, it's up at Mott.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about the state tournament, and we'll explain that as we go along. But let me say this. Everybody comes and throws their best shot. They play this Rocky music to open up. It's appropriate. Every game, somebody comes in with this plan, and it's foiled. And all Henry Ford wants to do is, hey, it's an old adage, take one game at a time. It is one game at a time. Get it done tonight. Then you look towards Sunday because they don't have to play Saturday for this conference championship. Then move on to the districts. And I forgot how loud it gets in here when it's time for introductions. But I hope folks heard my yelling. There's some great analysis in there.
Henry Ford will be in the white jerseys and Mott in the black. And we're all set to tip this one off. Henry Ford with a record of 13-0 in league play, 22-4 overall, and the Bears from Mott 8-4 in league play, 20-7 overall. They're ranked number 18th. And here we go. Mott wins the tip. To get you these starting lineups. Eight seconds on the shot clock. They go inside. Turn around off the glass is no good. That was Moore. You got Moore, Jones, Mays, Ellison, and Brown for Mott. Turnover for Henry Ford right there as Juan Seals loses the ball. For Henry Ford, you got Jackson, Matt, Cole, Seal, and Fortney.
And no honor for the sophomores who are, proverbial seniors in junior college, but They don't worry about that kind of stuff. They just want to win, come out here, play, and win basketball games. And they've done that 18 straight times. They want to make it 19 against Mott.
Juan Seals with the steal. Over to Jackson in the corner. Jackson kind of runs this offense. Oh, man, he had a wide open dunk. Fortney and just lost control of the ball.
You got to finish that. I don't know how it is to be up in that rarefied air, but you got to finish that.
Three-point shot is good. That's Ellison.
Detroit, Flint, Benton Harbor, Chicago, Flushing, Saginaw, all on this roster for Mott. Steve Schmidt, in his 32nd year, gets all over the Midwest to get the finest players.
All tied up at 3 early in this contest. Ellison, a little scrappy point guard. That was blocked by Fortney. One of the Mott players, we see who it is on the floor. That's Ellison, who went up hard and came down hard.
What was the call? Was that a travel? Was that a foul? What was it?
Must have been a travel.
DeJuan Seal posted up in the corner there. Let's see if he's always on the go.
Jackson with a nice spin move, but it's blocked.
Soon as I said that, DeJuan Seal ran the baseline. That's the part of his game that's underrated. And along with DQ, DeQuarian Cole, they both know how to play this game. They are smart offensive players. They know how to get open, that's for sure.
Absolutely. That was Mays on the block for Mott. Fortney will be called for the foul.
Well, that drives a coach crazy because Fortney kind of squared off as opposed to attacking the ball. If you're going to commit a foul, make it worth your while. He's turned to the side and bumped him with the body. They're going to call that.
And sends Moore to the line. Can't finish off the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Cole, step back jumper. It's good.
3 times. Not a good sign for Mott if Cole is hitting jump shots, and namely 3-pointers.
Good help defense that time by Henry Ford. Sealed to the basket.
As they say in the hood, in your face. He went right down the lane, was not afraid, took it right to the basket.
And that's going to force Mott to call a quick 30-second timeout. Talk it over. Doesn't want this one to get out of hand. I know you said it earlier that Coach Steve Schmidt, with 32 years of experience as the head coach at Mott College. His assistant coaches have 28 years and 25 years. Oh, man, just so much experience on this coaching staff.
Well, Coach was just telling these guys, do not get caught sleeping and napping on defense. And, hey, don't give up these long threes. Coach Schmidt was quick to yell, but quick to calm down and tell them some strategy.
Nice hard pick. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson with some good defense. Seal got his hand on it and finally comes down with it. Juan Seal looking to go to the basket.
That's that east side stuff. Went into his bag, got right back to the basket with the right hand. I mean, Seal can turn into a point guard. He's a shooting guard, and then he can do that LeBron James stuff. So 1 through 3, he's got it all. Maybe they'll do some at halftime. I don't know. I'm thinking about the sophomores.
Outside shot. Nothing but iron. Up quickly. Kicks it back out to Cole. Cole, skip pass over to Seal. Seal from jumper. Three-point land, no good. Ellison wants to slow it down. Now Ellison looking for a shot, gets it off.
Hey, I like Ellison early on, man. Kid from Carmen Ainsworth. You look at this roster, Davison, Beecher, Carmen Ainsworth, Flushing. That's Flint. I mean, nowadays, that's Flint. Nowadays. Used to be Northwestern, Northern, Central, Southwestern.
Right. Cole from outside again. And he's feeling it. Aquarian Cole. Nothing but the bottom of the net. The inside-out game by Mott. Cole comes down with the rebound.
You better be able to hit these threes when you play Henry Ford. Now, early on, I can tell you right now, it's been rough going for Tyler Mack. And I think it goes back to last game. He didn't shoot it flush that game either.
Looking to go inside.
Now, if you're not going to make anything, you're going to have problems. Travel.
Seal with a travel. You know, last game we talked about DeQuarion Seal and his defensive play against a much bigger size interior player, and he's doing the same thing this game, defending number 24, and that's Vincent Mays. And now checking into the game for Henry Ford is Bates, and he'll be on Mays. Free line throw jumper is good.
That's Ellison, number 3 on that jump shot.
Yes.
And you got to watch him. I mean, that was a travel. They gave it up, but watch Ellison, man. Ellison makes the team go.
Henry Ford saved it, but saved it to Mott. Three-point shot, no good. And the scrappy Mott team only finding themselves down by 2 right now. 13-11 your score. Jackson to the basket. Mott back the other way. Ellison for 3, no good. Inside out game, 3-point shot, that's off the mark. Bates with the rebound. Gibbs to Cole. Cole, man, got away with a step there.
No, he jumped into it. That's a jump stop. That's a jump stop, Jeff.
Okay.
That's a jump stop. I knew you were going to say that. That's not a travel.
You knew I was
typical
gonna say
baseball guy doesn't know what a jump stop is. I know that one. I know that one.
Oh, okay.
I tried it a couple times.
16-11. Good defense by Cole again. Up quickly to Gibbs. It's good.
And it's good to see Marcus Gibbs into the flow early, man. I'm telling you, these guys, when they get it rolling, And this looks like one of those times. And they're going to the bench now. Ronnie Hill, among others, comes into the game. Michael Robinson, energy guy. Ronnie Hill, energy guy. I mean, to scout these guys is tough. It's tough. You're going to play all these guys. You go up and down this roster and try to find a weak spot. And your best hope is that Henry Ford is missing shots.
Gibbs with the steal. Gets it swatted from behind. He didn't see Xavier McClendon coming up from behind, and he got that one blocked.
I like number 4. He got right into Gibbs's shorts. If that's how you're going, if you're going to beat us with this defense, Trucell Singleton, kid out of Benton Harbor, checked in, and look at this roster. Mott is primed for making a run next year. All freshmen, 1 sophomore. Xavier McClendon is the lone sophomore. 9 freshmen, 1 sophomore. Steve Schmidt, man, Mott has done it before.
Bates from outside, no good. McClendon with the rebound. He found the right guy, but the right guy wasn't able to finish.
Getting a nice crowd here. Maybe they got the memo about the canned goods. Coach Shepard employing these guys to play some D. Cole was a little late there.
Jones with the outside shot. Ron Hill. Robinson.
Energy. Michael Robinson played at Wayne State, ends up here. And I tell you what, if he's jumping and leaping and springing, Mott's going to have a tough night. That is a nice pass. And a nice basket by Nate Brown. Leave the ball alone.
Singleton, I don't know how he found him in that crowd, but he did.
Yeah, leave the ball alone. See, all the Flint kids are going to Carmen Ainsworth and Davidson, and then you wonder why you see those teams in the state playoffs in football and basketball.
Trying to go over the top to Cole.
High pick and roll.
Yep, Singleton.
Somebody get the roller. Okay.
3-point shot off to Mott.
Underrated part of DeQuarian Cole's game. Rebounding.
Not that. That's not an underrated part, though.
And look what he can do. I mean, gets the rebound, comes a few dribbles up the court, and takes a deep 3. How do you stop it?
That's 3 threes already.
How do you stop it? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. How do you stop DeQuarian Cole when he rebounds, takes a few dribbles, and pulls up for a long 3? It's quite demoralizing, and we've seen the entire conference coming here, and that's how you stop him, get him to the bench.
24-15. Hawks in command right now. Nice job by Ryan Hill on the steal. Over to Gibbs.
Hezzy.
Gibbs.
Hezzy, bank open. Hezzy with the Hezzy. And the bank was open late on the drive-through. Wow. And that cleared the bench. I mean, it was just interesting to see that. For those guys to to go down on that break. I mean, it brought the entire bench out. They were excited about it, and just, I mean, what can you say?
We can say exactly what you said. Hezzy! 26-15, 9:05 here in the first half of play. And Henry Ford clearly in command right now.
It's a gut check time for Mott early on. You want to make some noise, you got to do it here. Henry Ford in tune. Everybody that seems to come in the game, they're playing good team basketball, something they've done all year long. That's an underrated portion of this team's makeup. They play together. They play well.
Another steal. The alley and no hoop on that one. Quickly
Tyler
back
Mack.
the other way.
Tyler Mack just flat out blew it. He blew it.
It was Jones with the easy layup for Mott. Hill, hang time. Gibbs got his hand on it. Jones back the other way. Again.
2 layups in a row by Terrence Jones, kid out of Chicago.
Nice.
Nice move. Was that Tyler Mack there? Nice move. Let's see if Henry Ford talks. Mott is going to run their offense, that's for sure. They're going to run you off some screens.
Mack again from outside this time. Mott quickly back the other way. And it's going to be Fortney called for the foul. Nate Brown to the line, shooting 2. Four substitutions into the game now for the Hawks. Cole, Sills, Bates, and Jackson, along with Mack. Inside to Bates. Fade away. Jackson trying to keep it alive. Short jumper's good.
This young man's been unfazed.
Yes.
He's played well. I'd try to keep it in his hands.
That's Ellison.
Hmm.
28-21 your score. Jackson looking for some room. Bates.
Nice pass. And Jackson had a nice offensive showing on Saturday. Runs the team well, and underrated part of his game is that he can score, but that he's at his best when he's giving nice lobs and alley-oops to these big fellas.
Jackson was in the right spot, but couldn't keep the big man Moore from scoring that time. Over the top to Cole, and that's going to be a foul on McClendon.
Henry Ford has got a good, nice flow here. Inside, outside, working their strengths.
Coach Shepard taking a 30-second timeout to talk it over. We talked to Coach Shepard earlier. What was the main thing he was concerned with when you had your conversation with him?
Just effort, always effort with Coach Shepard. Always interested in seeing, this team giving its all and playing hard. Coach Schmidt is imploring his guys to continue to play defense. In his huddle just then, I was listening intently to that. I mean, that's more so than anything Coach Shepard could say is what the opponent says.
Fade away for Cole, and Cole looking for and getting the foul. So he'll go to the line and shoot two. Looked at the officials, Nick Meyer, Larry Martin, and Lars Murray for this contest. Looked over at the official and said, hey, you got me on the arm. And the official kindly obliged. Almost blocked by Cole. He comes down with the rebound. Up the floor quickly to Seal. And Moore is called for the foul.
There's a fan here from Mott saying, hey, call that down there on the other end. She wants her calls. And I think the officials, this crew, haven't seen a lot of them this year, but they're letting them play. And it's Tuesday night. This is a high school basketball night in the state of Michigan, so I imagine the normal crew that you would see here in Henry Ford College is doing a high school game.
33-23. Nice. Oh, that one went in and out. Cole from outside, no good.
Now let's see if Seal can play some good defense on Ellison. Ellison's been the guy, when he gets in the game, he's made things happen. There it is. You gotta check him, man. I took challenge and guard a guy like that, slowing him down. Aquari and Cole, we haven't seen this in a couple games.
Nothing but threes.
He's got his rangefinder back.
Yes. 36-25.
If you're Henry Ford, fight through every screen, no help. Caleb Bates got to get close out.
There he is again. Nothing but threes.
That's a silencer. That'll shut everybody up.
15 points for Cole.
Caleb Bates is not himself on the defensive end. We talk about energy. On that one, I just didn't see a lot. And I haven't seen a lot from him this half. Sometimes when guys don't get the ball, it affects them defensively.
Mays calling glass and making that first free throw. Osborne checking into the game for Mott. (39-27). 3:51 remaining here in the second quarter. First half. Pardon me. Cole from deep.
I mean, the rangefinder. Hey, that kid hasn't missed, man. Should I just suit up? Ellison, hey, we'd be out there tussling, because I'm going to get right in this job, as they say.
Bates.
Nice corner jump shot. That's what you want to get him going. But here we go again. Now they got Ellison off the ball. They're running him off. You know, he's running off some screens. Get in the passing lane. Get in the passing lane. Get in the passing lane. Lunch money. Lunch money. Lunch money. Where did he go to high school? Persian pride right there. I love that. Good defense. Get in the passing lane. Get a steal. Take his lunch money and dunk it. Dunk on all of them.
Step back jumper off to Mark. Jackson, long pass looking for Gibbs, and that one's intercepted. Jackson trying to save it, couldn't get to it. 46-29, your score. Bates will get a breather. Ryan Hill's coming to the game. Robinson up off the bench. What a luxury to have. You don't lose much when you bring your substitutions in. Singleton trying to settle this offense down along with Ellison. Ellison has been the key contributor for Mott. Ellison, that's a little off the mark.
One there.
Yeah.
He missed one. Nice save.
Singleton looking inside. Good strong move that time by Osborne.
That lead expanded to 17 just that quick. Alley-oop. No problem. Ronnie Hill. Another Pershing product to Michael Robinson. Michael Robinson is what did I say when he came in? Energy, energy, energy.
Yes. Robinson.
He's going to run the floor. He's going to go after every rebound.
And Robinson on the oop, but back the other way. And it looks like going to the line
is that man again.
It's Ellison, but he looks a little hobbled as he grabs his calf. Struggling just a little bit.
Wondering if he's cramping or he got bumped or whatever the case. Slow him down. Slow him off stuff.
Makes his free throw and immediately comes over to the bench.
Man, this guy's double figures easy. He hit four threes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moore is into the game for Ellison.
He must have a cramp.
Ryan Hill looking for the bank. It is not open.
They're a little careless here.
Osborne tried to dish it. And in the process, finding Moore. Got lucky and got a foul. So Moore will shoot 2. Makes his first.
Robinson again, what did I tell you? He's up there, he's grabbing rebounds. A good luxury to have coming off the bench.
Very active unit on the floor right now. Cole, step back 3. Singleton and Gibbs at the top. Singleton. Five seconds, left-hand shot. No good, out of bounds. Under. I don't know if anybody can get their shot off right here. Let's see. Gotta throw it up near the basket. It's good. So count the bucket. 48-37 is your halftime score. Your halftime score, 48-37 in favor of the Hawks from Henry Ford over the Mott College Bears. And Eric, tell us about that first half.
Well, I mean, the first half is just all about two things. The play of Makai Ellison, 5 of 8 from the floor, 1 or 2 from 3. I thought he had more threes than that, but nonetheless, he had 12 points on the Henry Ford's defense. 4 rebounds from a guard. I mean, that was telling. But on the Henry Ford side, it was DeQuarion Cole. There's the guy that had all the threes. 7 of 9 from three-point, and his field goals were 7 of 9. All of his shots were threes. And when he's hitting and firing like that, 22 points, 1 or 2 from the line. When he's doing that, Henry Ford's very hard to beat. You know, with that being said, take some of those away, and it's maybe a tighter game.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what they say about ifs? It's a good first half for Henry Ford. Let's see if they can duplicate that. They got to 48. I thought they might get to 50 or more at one point in the first half.
Well, they start the second half with the ball. DeQuarion Seal starts off the scoring.
Yeah, Dewan Seal is, he really has made the most out of his touches. Only played 9 minutes in the first half. 4 shots, 8 points. And there he is. He's worked those cramps out, Ellison. Man, what a kid, man. What a player. He was cramped up at the end of the half.
14 points for Ellison. 3-pointer. Oh, yeah.
Coach Payne up off the Henry Ford bench saying, play some defense. Let's see if they respond.
Oh, that one missed everything. Quick substitution into the ball game for Mott. Jackson for 3. Off the mark. Hey, Brown. It's a legal pick.
Jackson's going to call out the offense, and let's see if they can't get some stuff going.
Fortney in the low box. Turn around.
Tyler Fortney just has not been himself since returning from the injury. I would love to see him get some better production, but one thing about Henry Ford, they have depth, and they were fine with him and fine without him.
Mays in the open floor, and Cole was called for the foul.
Well, is it safe to say that Henry Ford is a little sluggish to start the second half? I think so.
Yes.
I mean, they just really have to get back into a flow, and that rhythm that they had midway through the first half.
Mays missing the first free throw. 11 points for Mays. Jackson, open jumper, free throw line extension, no good. Stolen away by Mack. Mack going up higher and had it blocked. Mays battling. And Cole Juan Seals finding himself on the ground, looking up. And Seal.
Great hustle, but
yeah,
got to finish the job. Mott still has possession. They better hurry up.
4 on the shot clock. Just get it off.
Nice sequence by Henry Ford. See if they can't get on track.
Mack from the corner, no good. That one's good.
Wow.
Nate Brown. 7 points for Nate Brown.
And they cut this thing to 8. And Henry Ford is just kind of in neutral. Got to run something.
It's not a good shot for Fortney. Looking for Mays inside. Fortney defending him. Now Mays goes out for the pick. Mays jump hook, no good. Cole comes down for the rebound. Cole.
Wow. I mean, they're still down 10. I mean, that's the good news for Henry Ford. Mott is still down 10. I mean, Henry Ford struggles, but they bend but don't break. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a win, and that, I think Coach wants them to play harder. I think they are, but it's not pretty right now. But you have to always wait to see what happens, because at any time they can make something happen.
Well, that was the Quarian Cole's first shot of the second half right there, and it was nothing but net. And that's all he's been doing this entire game. 55-45 is your score. 14-52 remaining in the second half here of play if you're just joining us. It's Henry Ford basketball live stream on the Live Stream Network on YouTube. Glad you can join us. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate, bringing you all the action all season long. We've been right here. All the home games from Memorial Gymnasium here in Dearborn, Michigan. Wide open set shot.
Wow.
Had a good look at it, but.
And you bump Seal, and he's right to flex.
Yeah.
He gets bumped. He gets nearly broken in half down here, but yet he doesn't, fall. He runs the floor, gets rewarded, finishes, and foul. I mean, those are the things that stand out for this young man wherever he's headed next. He's tough.
Very tough.
There you go again.
I
If
knew
say
you was
tough,
going to say that.
you got to say very tough. If he's tough, he's tough. Very tough. You got to enhance that?
Yeah, he missed the free throw, though.
Very, very good.
57-45. The Hawks with the lead. Skip pass. Looking inside to Mays. Good defense. Cole from way outside. Seal with the rebound.
Got a little bit too fancy.
Cole with the steal. Step back three. Ooh.
I think Cole was a little surprised they got a steal. Ball kind of laid there for a second.
Little hands games being played with the point guards. Going over to Mays. Whoa. Mays trying to muscle his way and does so. For two. It's Mays with 10 points. Now Jackson wants to get into the muscle game.
Now, if you're Mott, you're hanging around, but you got to throw some more punches. And they have to land. Here's one. May have lost his mojo with that cramp.
Seal tried to sidestep it.
One thing about Henry Ford, they're going to swipe at every ball. They're going to try to get a steal. They're going to do all those things, those little things. They don't necessarily gamble. They just go after the basketball.
Ellison, you called it. 57-49.
Yeah, cut it to 8, and now they're starting to make a difference. I mean, they're really getting after Henry Ford. The goal is to make him uncomfortable, stick around, and steal the game.
$12-11 remaining, 57-49. And Mott content with trying to make this an ugly game.
And they've slowed Henry Ford down. I mean, since halftime, they've scored, 9 points?
Yes.
And Coach Schmidt, if I know him, he's energizing his group. He's going to energize his group. He's going to keep them excited, keep them involved.
Ryan Hill at the top with the ball. Bates from outside. Robinson. Thought Robinson might have put his hands on it last. But Henry Ford will keep the ball. That one gets stolen away. And watch out. Nate Brown got up rather quickly and was going in the direction of DeQuarian Cole. Hill to the paint. That went off one of the Hawk players.
Hey, 57-50 now with 11:42, and you have the ball. If you're Mott, you're enthused. If you're Henry Ford, you've gone to your bench. They've got to provide some energy right now. They've got to play with some passion.
Ryan Hill gets called for the foul for reaching in.
Henry Ford's just not in sync this half.
And, you know, you said it, just slowed this game down a little bit.
That's a foul. I mean,
yes,
there's no question about it.
Nate Brown has given this Bears team a little spark. He's been attacking the basket. Now he's at the free throw line. Makes the first.
Robinson, man, that's just what they needed. I mean, he's going to give you some energy. He's going to give you the effort, all the things you just asked for.
Almost stolen away by Hill. And count the bucket as Mays goes to the hole strong with the layup.
And see, there's a lot of time left. And with Mott's got to feel pretty doggone good about themselves with a chance to cut this down to 4.
Moore is checked into the game. 59-55.
I mean, it's too close to comfort.
Gibbs from outside.
And it never fails. They have an answer. Give them some time, they'll figure it out. So if you're Mott right now, you want to execute, get a good shot. If you're Henry Ford, just play good, straight up, sound, fundamentally sound defense.
Outside shot off the mark.
That's the shot. If you're Henry Ford, that's the shot you wanted. That is the shot you wanted. The response coming from Henry Ford.
Gibb.
You know,
Still one up there. Was hoping that went.
Yeah, he drew the foul.
That's important.
Drew the foul. That was huge.
Yes.
At the free throw line, Gibbs trying to extend the lead. He just hit the first one. And I just think that Henry Ford's got to, that's the one thing I like to see more of. If it's not falling, get it to the basket, make some stuff happen, hit those free throws, the whole 9 yards.
64-55. Tough shot right there by the little guy, Ellison.
Well, if he's going to be the guy to take you home, it's going to be rough. Been a little inconsistent. They're big fellas. Have gone AWOL. And he doesn't mind doing it.
No,
I mean,
he
this guy's
doesn't.
Tough.
Plus, Mott has definitely gone to a smaller lineup. And Henry Ford has brought Fortney back into the game with Robinson. So they've gotten a little bigger.
No, well, you got McClendon from Frederick Douglass. He's a 6'3" guy. You got a 6'5" guy in there. Demarius Moore, 6'5", 212. So they got decent size. I mean, there he is right there, number 10, Moore. So, yeah, but they got 3 guards that are, they've been consistently on the floor.
Right.
That's what you need. Solid. It's a bad call.
Hill got him from behind.
Man.
Little swipe.
And now it's 1-and-1 time.
And Ellison is feeling it again, what he felt in the first half. That right leg looks like it has been giving him some problems. Cramps. Yep. He's at the free throw line, though. Misses the first.
It's 1-and-1, so big misses. And if he can't get up and down the floor, he can't help it. I was wrong. He got involved. He got a deflection on his way out the door. But
yeah. Jones checks in for him.
Yeah. His calf is tightening up. If those aren't cramps, that's a strained calf.
Mack almost lost control, got it back, and threw it away.
Lots of turnovers for Henry Ford tonight, just kind of sloppy. More than halfway through the second half, and they've scored 16 points. That's not indicative of who Henry Ford is.
Brown going to the basket and finishing. Nate Brown.
Small guy.
Yes.
He's not 6'3". That's not real. That's program height.
Singleton comes away with the rock. 3-point attempt, no good, off of Brown's leg.
Mott is stubborn. I mean, they're gonna stick around. And Henry Ford just looks like they're just trying to survive. If this was a prize fight, they are doing the clutching and holding after getting rocked.
That one's going to be off of Fortney.
And so what did we say about Tyree Fortney? He doesn't look the same since the injury.
Yeah.
That left ankle.
Quarian Cole, DQ, has checked back into the game.
I think that's good news. But Fortney is, that ankle, man, it's just has not been the same. Maybe it's conditioning.
Nate Brown is fouled. DQ can't believe that was a foul. That's number 4. So he's had a conversation with a couple of the officials already.
They're not going to change the foul. No need. No need to talk to him.
Eight points for Nate Brown. 7:34 remaining.
One possession game.
Yeah.
Big possession for Henry Ford. How often have we said that? Not very often.
Cole, cross-court pass to Mack, no good.
He's been off the last couple games, man.
Short jumper is good.
Cut it to one now. They've cut it to one.
Moore's first points of the second half. And Fortney on the floor. Had to bumped his knee against one of the other players. He'll shake it off. Ellison now checking back into the game for Singleton.
Those knee bumps are the most painful.
Bates will now check in for the big man, Fortney. 1 point lead. Cole with the fadeaway. Jackson tracks down the rebound. Jackson into Bates. Bates with the big finish.
And that's just eye contact. Jackson looked at Bates, and next thing you know, it was a layup. They got to get a stop. They just have not played good defense. The Hawks have struggled defensively.
Three-point shot is good. Jones, Terrence Jones from outside.
One of the Chicago kids on the roster. And now it's a ball game. And Schmidt, man, he'll coach him up. And they'll execute on the floor.
All tied up at 66. And Bates breaks that tie.
Nice inside play for Henry Ford. This is a white knuckler, man. They're gonna go all the way down to the wire.
And Henry Ford wants a full timeout to talk this one over. With that full timeout, we'll take a full timeout. We'll be right back with more Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford Basketball Network. (68-66), 5:53 remaining. Henry Ford finding themselves in a battle with the Mott Bears from the Flint area. Mott Community College. Ellison weaving, gets the shot up, but comes down with nothing.
Henry Ford's going to show their versatility here in a grinded out kind of game where they've scored 20 points so far in the second half.
So Bates draws the foul. And he will go to the line and shoot two. Vincent Mays is the culprit. And these are the kind of games that you got to win. Those grinded out games. Bates makes them both and makes it a 70-66 score.
I love what I see in Bates. Got him involved, and now he seems eager to play defense.
Henry Ford in the zone. Jackson comes away with the loose ball. Inside to Bates. Bates going up strong and draws another foul.
That's why this kid is getting some looks from some D2s and some D1s, man, because he's got a body for that, number one. Number two, he knows how to use his body. And number three, this young man, he does it on both ends when he wants to. Wayne State would like to get a look at him from what I understand. And, you know, sometimes guys want to go D1, and then the D1s don't look at them, and they end up right where they should be, D2.
Bates converts on his second free throw and makes it a 71-66 ball game with 4:46 remaining. Henry Ford back in the zone. And this zone has really clogged up that middle. Moore outside shot, it's good.
Nice rotation on the defense, but Mott ran their stuff, and they got a good shot off.
Check that, I said Moore, but I've been meaning to say Jones. That was Jones on that last made shot. And Mott, as you've been saying all game, has just been sticking around.
They want to win this game for district tournament. I'm talking about Mott.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get some time off. Henry Ford, conversely, they're going to play Sunday. Winner of Bay County and KVCC, Kalamazoo Valley. And it'll probably be Henry Ford on Sunday, winning the conference championship. And I think Coach Shepard doesn't really care about that banner. He's waiting for that district tournament so he can get started with the national tournament.
Jackson. And that's a foul. The three is good, and Mack will go to the line.
Nice time for Tyler Mack to score.
Right. Brown from outside, no good. Jackson coming down with the rebound. Jackson got it stolen away. Brown with the layup.
Still very winnable. If you're Mott, it's still a winnable game. 3:30, 1 left, and you're down 5.
One and one, and Jackson will go to the line. Was not a good foul right there.
Let's see if Jackson can hit these free throws. Guy's been a good free throw shooter.
Jackson makes them both. 7-point lead, 3:26 and counting. Brown got away with a little hook there. Make it count.
5-point lead, 5 minutes to go. And this is a methodical, grinded out, hey, every possession matters type game for Henry Ford, which is a good test heading into the postseason. And Henry Ford's deliberate in what they're doing.
Cole, fade away. DQ.
Pontiac kid, Oakland's in on him, likes him, he likes the school. It's probably going to happen. I can't wait to see him if he is at Oakland. I come up there a lot with my relationships with the coaches and get to come see a lot of Horizon League basketball. This kid could be something else in that conference.
Cole again, finding Mack in the corner for three.
They're going to close the show in good fashion, man. They're up 10. Up 10 points, and all of a sudden, the buckets are coming.
You got Brown for Mott talking to one of the officials. He better be careful.
Yeah, I just think that it's been an interesting contest, and I think Mott, give them some credit. They've showed a lot of moxie. They've shown that they're well coached. I mean, what do you expect out of that staff? And led by Coach Schmidt in his 32nd year of coaching at Mott. But Henry Ford, I mean, each time they show you something different. They have an answer when you get close. They get these leads, and they compete. They compete. They flat out show you that they don't want to lose. Somebody comes through all the time on the Henry Ford roster.
Minute 56 remaining, 10-point lead, 82-72. Almost stolen away. High off the glass, and that's going to be a travel.
Kid traveled, yeah. Lady has been in these guys, the officials' ears all night. I think she's a Mott fan. Man, oh man. Now, if you're Mott, you got to start thinking about fouling if you want to win. You're down 4 possessions.
Cole will go to the line. It looks like Nate Brown, number 1. He's been just hovering around Query Cole a whole lot.
Well, they won't hang a banner, according to Coach Shepard, for this conference championship, regular season conference championship. But I think that they have done a fine job. I've really enjoyed this. This is win number 19 in a row. Looking forward to 20, 21, 22, and let's see if they take us on the road, they make the national tournament.
Ellison, the left-hand scoop shot in the quick timeout by the Bears. With 1:13 left in this one, this is where the Bears have to really turn it up to make a little short run right here, final run.
Well, you got 1:13. I think the big thing is that's 4 possessions. And going by twos, it's 5 possessions. It's a long shot. You have to do a lot of catastrophic things have to occur for Henry Ford to lose the game. And, it wasn't a Picasso or anything like that, but 36 points so far in the second half. I think that, the grit that Henry Ford has is underrated because they seem sometimes like a finesse team that hits a bunch of threes, but they're not. They're a versatile bunch. They're a deep bunch. They're a group of guys who care about each other, and it shows on the floor.
Cole could run the baseline. Cole looking for some help. They get it over the timeline. Gibbs in a bad spot in the corner because Mott is looking to trap, and Gibbs stepped out of bounds.
Timeout called. A turnover there.
And a dunk by Mays. 84-76. Stolen away.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
The blocking foul.
If this young man hits these free throws, the cheese gets a little bit more binding, as they say.
Terrence Jones at the line. 7 points in the contest. Under a minute remaining in the contest. And he has them both. Gibbs now checks back into the game. Thirty-second timeout called by Coach Shepard. I'd like to thank all the folks who came to the game tonight, who donated some canned goods for the cause, for food pantries in and around Dearborn and Metro Detroit. Thanks for your donation.
Yeah, they're going to help the Hawks Nest here on campus here at Henry Ford, and I think that's a good thing. You never know who's going through a struggle. So when you think about the gift of giving, the support, that's a fabulous, outstanding community service.
Hawks get it over, and oh man, Seals missed the dunk on the other end.
Another dunk.
And
down
Ellison
to 4.
Found Mays. 4-point lead for the Hawks.
Man,
30 seconds left.
This does not look as pretty as it can be, but it'll go in the left column, which is it's a W. I don't think they're going to blow this. Now, I could be wrong, but it's a 2-possession game.
Tyler Mack makes the first free throw. Makes them both. 86-80.
Bring Robinson in for defense, energy, a rebounder, 2-possession deal. They're going to hurry up, and they got to get a 3 off.
Continuation, no.
Heck no. You got foul way up top.
Hey.
From where we're sitting, You can see that.
Yeah.
And you're wearing glasses. Young lady from the women's game said, "You were talking about me? You were talking about me?" Yes, I want you to play hard. That is hilarious. Janae Collins, one of the volleyball players, chiming in. She had a great career here. CMA product. Yeah, wrap it up and let's get this done. My feet are getting cold here. And we got somebody hating a little bit.
Yeah.
Said, "Boo Hawks." Glad you all could join us on the live stream. I mean, we've enjoyed this. We continue to enjoy it. We'll be here Saturday and Sunday. I got to remember, Saturday and Sunday, 3 o'clock, right? Oh, my goodness. the blind leading the blind. Cole, and I think that might wrap it up. Hey, said they're not going to the Natty, huh?
Uh-oh.
Wow. Well, we have to see. And they're telling us to wrap it up. Well, we cannot wrap it up until it's triple zeros. That's right, triple zeros.
Outside shot, no good. Bates with the rebound.
And I think that'll do it. And the regular season is going to end on a 19-game winning streak by Henry Ford. And we're excited about that.
Cole dribbles it out. Your final score, 88-81. Your final thoughts?
Perfect 14-0 in the conference. This was a tough game. Exactly what you need going into the conference tournament and the districts to follow. So look forward to seeing everyone on Sunday when Henry Ford plays.
Final score once again, 88-81 for Eric Pate. I'm Jeff Lowe, and we'll see you next time on Hawks Basketball. Future driven. Go Hawks!